images and words of defiance and of solidarity in Manchester. There were about 6,000 people in the center of the city last night in Albert Square for a vigil. And as you see in their banners and gestures, unity on full display, themes of resilience, reinforcing the very thing, the very spirit the city is known for. It's encapsulated in this symbol, the bee, the city logo, part of its coat of arms, and it's become really the emblem of togetherness after the attack. Many sharing tributes to Manchester by posting the bee on Twitter. It goes back to the worker bee, which first became a motif during the Industrial Revolution. It's always been a worker city. The textile mills of the 1800s were known as hives of activity. So yes, the worker spirit, the community spirit, and today a symbol of strength. People say they're helping overcome the harrowing time by standing together. The attack has inspired many people to have a permanent reminder of that symbol. Tattoo artists in Manchester are very busy this week, and they've launched a fundraising campaign coming up. And I'm going to tell you all about it right now, because with me in Manchester is Ventnor Brewer, who is the manager of Sacred Art Tattoo Shop, and he's coordinating things in this fundraiser. And there he is live in Manchester this morning. Ventnor, good morning to you.
Good morning, you're right.
Listen, tell me a little bit about the bee. I'm imagining that even before, we'll talk about the fundraising event itself, but I'm imagining that since Monday night's horror, you've already been busy with people trying to get that symbol.
Yeah, I mean, I'd say for the last sort of 3 years or so, it's been quite a popular tattoo, particularly amongst the people in Manchester. So we've always done it, but not to this extent. I mean, we've had upwards of 1,700 people inquiring in the last sort of 24 hours by email, similarly by phone as well. So
wait a second, yeah. 1,700 in 24 hours?
At least.
That's extraordinary. From all over the place, I guess, or from people in your city?
All over the place. Yeah, I mean, we've got extra help in the studio today. We've got somebody just purely designated to answering emails, and that's been going on since yesterday, really, since we announced the event.
Isn't that remarkable? So the event itself, Sunday and Monday, the fundraiser, what's going to be part of that?
The event, from our point of view, is just going to be on Sunday. There's collectives all around the country. I mean, originally it was just Manchester, but it's spread far and beyond now, including I've heard of people in Australia doing events. So there's going to be a whole group of different studios, different artists contributing to this event. We're going to be opening our doors on Sunday at 10. We're going to be working through till probably later on in the evening. We've got music, got DJ coming down, we're going to have drinks, we're going to have food, just trying to have a really positive kind of end to the week in the face of such horror, really.
And people can come and pay £50 and get a bee tattoo.
£50, you get a bee tattoo. There's going to be some other bits and bobs, some flash by various artists, one in particular called Marco Prenga. Excellent artist. He's going to be coming up with loads of flash. So different bits and bobs that kind of embody the spirit of, the
Manchester. So so if you start in the morning and you're going into the evening, how long does it take to do a bee tattoo? I'm trying to think how many you'll do and how much money you'll bring in. Do you expect?
I think because we didn't really know what to expect. We literally just did a reaction. We just put that up yesterday thinking, right, okay, cool, we'll contribute, and and it's kind of just turned into this amazing event that so many people have latched onto and are doing their own version now. So we're going to try and get each tattoo out within sort of 20 to 25 minutes. So hopefully if we can do 2 an hour and we've got sort of 9 artists, we'll get through a fair few.
That's terrific.
We're just going to obviously try and...
You need a brand. Yeah. Forget the tattoo. You just need sort of a brand or something, and you could really do an assembly line.
Brand Manchester, why not? It's the best city in the world, man.
Exactly. So, as I listen to you talk about how this has just taken off, I mean, in the story since Monday, we've seen this time and again within the community that a small gesture people rally around, and the community has really responded. You're from Manchester. This is your home. What are you thinking? We're sort of a couple of days after now in terms of both the horror of Monday, but now how your people and how your hometown are responding to this?
I think the most obvious response has been one of love, compassion, and positivity. I think what we all really want to see is people being empathetic, and not being divided, not being disheartened enough that they just give up. So I think what we want to do is try and keep people hopeful and positive and looking forward, because I think that's so important for a city like Manchester that's based on, multiculturalism. The worker bee is obviously massively associated with the industrialisation, the city being built, the city becoming what it is today. So I think all of these things that I'm mentioning are really positive, and I think Manchester is a wonderful example of a city that does get together and we all kind of muck in and just try and move forward, I suppose.
You are boosting morale. You're helping the families and the victims. It's all good. Ventnor, thank you for your time today. And you have some very good ink yourself. My goodness, it's very impressive as I look like it. Very nice. Anyway, we'll be following on Sunday and tracking how you do. And thanks very much for the time this morning.
Thank you so much.
Okay, Ventnor Brewer, as he joins me, the Sacred Art Tattoo Salon, and he is the manager in charge of what's coming up this weekend. So the worker bee, they're the symbol of coming together and of Manchester. Themes and messages that were on full display as well last night at the vigil in the city centre. And it was really courtesy of the poetry last night of Tony Walsh.
But we keep fighting back with Greater Manchester spirit, northern grit, northern wit in Greater Manchester lyrics. And there's hard times again in these streets of our city. But we won't take defeat, and we don't want your pity, because this is the place where we stand strong together with a smile on our face, Mancunians forever, because this is the place in our hearts, in our homes, because this is the place that's a part of our bones, because Manchester gives us such strength from the fact that this is the place. We should give something back